Good morning. It is day 10 and we actually have good news. I know that I ended the video yesterday on a kind of a down note, and that was because I was really just worn out emotionally with all the setbacks and obstacles we've had. But we went down to Annixter and picked up a spool of, I think, 476 feet of cable that we're going to use for the DMX. We just ran a test line, and guess what? Everything works. And it works the way that it's supposed to. So I am absolutely thrilled about that. I've got another spool coming in tomorrow. And so Cody right now is working on getting all the connectors off of the current DMX cables, well, cables that have DMX connectors, let's put it that way. They're not DMX cables. Devin is continuing to pull speaker wire for the beams. I'm on my way to Home Depot to pick up some supplies that we're going to need, and then I'm going to run over to Harbor Freight to get a vise. I have a vise, but I left it at home, and it just makes it a lot easier when you're doing huge amounts of soldering, which both Cody and I are going to be doing today, to turn around. And we got probably around 20 cables that we have to remake, and we have to unmake and then remake them. So that's no small thing, but I think we can do it. So we have lunch being brought to us by a church member, and we're going to do everything we can to get the lighting just squared away today completely. So yeah, that is what we're working on. We got another couple long pulls of DMX to make for the lights on the beams, the audience lights. So it's going to be a very busy day. It's going to be very long. It's going to be a lot going on. I'm not sure how many updates I'm going to be able to provide you, but if you don't hear from me before this evening's wrap up, then understand that we are in crunch time right now, and we're trying to just get stuff done. So they did start a finish on the booth yesterday, so I think they're going to polyurethane today, and we should be able to start getting stuff in there tomorrow. So like I said, it's crunch time, so we'll see how quickly we can make this happen. Stay tuned. Hey guys, so we are still working on the lighting things. We just discovered that the cheaper DMX connectors that I got are actually backwards from what they're labeled in terms of the pinouts. So we have to go redo all 5 of the cables, or not all of them, but just the affected connectors. So that's what we're going to be working on. But hey Cody, show them what it looks like. So this is one of the Canon washes, and this is coming directly from the console. So I'll actually just show you the my hand here, so he can actually control the color. And you can dim that down, right?
Yep, that's at half right now.
Oh dude, turn it all the way up. There we go. That's more like it. Yeah, a little creepy. So yeah, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Turn it off. We have exciting news. Check this out. Is that not awesome? All 6 are working. So Devin, you want to take them down 6 through 1.
6 through 1 all the way?
Yep. All right, bring up number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That is our backlight, ladies and gentlemen, and I think it's going to work just fine, for sure. Now, you know how to do the colors?
Yeah.
Give me a green. All right. How about a red? How about a blue? Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. So we're going to keep working, and hopefully we can get the rest of these lights hooked up and working. Catch you later. So guess what? It is 11 on Wednesday. Yes. This is day 11, right?
No, it's day 10.
It's day 10?
I hope so. That's what I advertised today.
Okay, we'll go with day 10. Sounds good. And as we explained previously, we did get the backlights working. So there they are up there in all their awesomeness. So I'm not going to spend too much time on that. We also got, turn these 6 off. We also got the LED tape working that's going to go in the cove here. So we'll get that run hopefully tomorrow or Friday. This is our controller. It's one of the new ETC color source controllers, which is really, really nice. Really happy with it. You got a really cool touch screen interface here, so patching. It has a built-in library, so you have manufacturer, product, and if there's special options like how many channels you want to use or whatever like that. And then up here you can choose what channel, which is these and these, and you can choose how many fixtures you have of that, what universe you want, the DMX channel start, so that's where DMX starts, and then if you want a certain amount of spaces in between those fixtures. So that is super cool. We're really happy with that. And I'm just going to cancel out of here. So what else did we get done today? We got all the speaker cable run from each speaker back to the stage rack. We got some Cat5e run from this first beam. And what that is for is it's going to come from the stage rack power strip that's powering in sequence all of the rack equipment. And that is being controlled by a sequencer in the booth. So essentially the sound operator will hit one switch, power switch, that will turn on all the booth equipment in sequence. That will turn on all the rack equipment in sequence. And then from there it will also turn all the speakers on in sequence. And all that takes Cat5e cable wired a special way. And we may show you what that's all about. But Devin actually was master of the lift today. And so what we have to do, just because of how the inputs and outputs work on the control boxes, is he had to come in from the stage rack all the way over to the input of the stage box, or the power box, which is just back there. That's what the speaker plugs into for power. And then the output comes all the way back over the beam into, I'll actually show you the little box here, that little guy. And then from there, it ducts back behind the beam here, goes out the hole into our conduit, our 3-inch conduit that's running back here. And it comes out that hole, goes up and over the beam to that box, and then back, and then we got one last set of speakers. So that's a big job, but he's rocking and rolling. We did get power finally to all of our lights. So I did an initial focus, and we're very, very pleased with it. Not only in the house lights, the audience lights, but the stage lights as well. They are ridiculously bright. So we'll show you more about that probably tomorrow. Let's see, what else? Oh, I know what I can show you if the room is still open. I met with the guys here at the church who are going to be doing the videos, or the video system, and we discussed that we're going to actually, instead of having one of their robotic cameras all the way back there, we're actually going to have a robotic camera there, or somewhere in this area. We're going to have one right in front of that beam on a little platform. And their current Sony NX5Us, there's a platform that they'll be bringing back in once the carpet gets down. That'll go right there. So what that means is that Mr. Cody is going to have to crawl up in the attic, and we're going to have to run intercom cable and SDI cable up the wall and into that pipe. Or not into the pipe, but past that pipe into the attic. And we're going to come back out through that hole right there. And then we will, figure out how to route it, down under here and to where the switcher is. So the other thing I want to show you. Oh, he's got it closed. Hey, Sereno, could you open this room real quick, just so I can see the box that they cut, because it's super cool. Thanks, buddy. We're almost out of here.
Good.
Oh. So while we're waiting for Sereno to open stuff up, I'll show you. This hole doesn't look like much, but that's going to be where one of the security cameras is going to go. And it's going to be covering this space. There's another camera up here, which is going to be covering kind of the ladies' bathroom entrance and this hallway. Then there's another camera that's going to be here, covering that door, which is super cool. And we have cameras throughout the facility. I'm not going to go into too much detail as to where they are and that kind of thing. But my two guys on my other crew were here this evening, and I want to show you what they did because it's really, really cool. They work really fast and they work really well. They did really good work. So they cut a hole here for a TV back box. So we're going to have power and signal coming into it. There's going to be a 43-inch TV here. There's going to be another camera here watching the entrance to this room. And then all 16 camera cables are going to come down this wall and come out of a box here and into the DVR. And then the DVR is going to plug into that HDMI, or into the HDMI of the TV. And then we've got another, a newer computer here that we pulled out of the old booth that we're going to put here for Sereno so he can have a little bit more of an updated computer system. We are going to leave this one in here because it controls the wireless locks, and we just don't have time in order to figure out transitioning the software from that computer to that computer. So a very, very busy day and just a lot going on. We've got a lot on the menu for tomorrow, and until then we'll see you in the morning. So we decided to stop at Denny's for dinner because we realized that it was after 11 o'clock and we hadn't eaten dinner yet.
Workaholics.
I get daily complaints that I'm working these guys too hard, and it's like, you know what?
Whatever.
Yeah.
I did nothing but solder all day long.
Talk about a load of.
I know. Once in a while. And they're just giving me a hard time.
Return of the Cape Crusaders available. $5.
And this is what we do when we go out to eat. We chat, and one of these guys is usually on their phone.
You're currently on your phone right now.
But the point is, we have a good time.